How to protect yourself against malware. There is more out there than you think. On April 15th, 2004, an article on TechWeb's website states that in a recent survey by ISP Earthlink and WebRoot Software, over the period from January 1st, 2004 to March 31st, Earthlink's and WebRoot's spyware and adware detection software sniffed through over 1 million systems and found more than 29 million instances of spyware. The two firms also detected more than 360,000 system monitors and Trojans among the 1 million machines scanned. Notice that was 7 years ago. Just think about all the new malware that has been created since. Many corporations are still learning about spyware and adware. These companies do not yet understand fully how quickly spyware is infecting their computers. This implies possibly that not enough is being done to educate network users as to what spyware is and how to possibly prevent it. In Network World's May 5th, 2004 segment, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, a short article states that in a Harris Interactive survey, only 6% of employees at work think that they have ever visited a site on the internet that contains spyware. This contrasts 92% of the IT managers in the same survey estimated their organization was infected by spyware. These companies also do not understand how costly it can be to clean spyware from their network. Mark Gibbs writes in The Cost of Spyware, a scenario of what spyware and adware cleanup may cost a company. His calculations base a user's annual salary of $720,000 and a working calendar of 260 days per year. If a technician spends 2 hours to clean a computer of spyware, it would cost the company $138 to clean that computer. If spyware infested only 5% of a computer network of 1,000 computers, that would be approximately 600 cases of infestation per year. It would cost roughly $83,000 per year to clean spyware and other malware. This is absolutely astounding. In the future, because of the potential for script files and other malicious code to be embedded in HTML code web pages, we will see an increase in threats to a computer or network by merely being a part of the internet. What is out there for the user? Some of the best software for detecting and cleaning spyware, Trojans, and other malware is currently free to home users and some even free to enterprise computer networks. There are several developers that have graciously written programs to clean certain malware after it has infected a computer, and even a few program developers that have written programs to prevent malware from infecting a computer by preventing it from writing on the computer's registry. Preventing it from writing on the computer's registry can prevent malware from installing itself or reinstalling itself after a user has attempted to kill it. A few of these developers ask for a donation of money or hardware as payment. Others may ask for only a small email note or postcard sent to them acknowledging that the users like the software. At least one commercial vendor, Lavasoft, allows the use of a version of their adware program free for home users, but sells a full version to business users. Regardless of which software you select, you need to develop a plan and methodology to regularly detect, clean, and prevent malware, spyware, or adware from infecting his computer. Put together a plan. People need to develop a plan of action and find software to help them keep their computers clean of spyware and other malware. The best approach is to use specific software to eliminate each type of malware threat. Just as there are multiple threats, the best defense will utilize multiple processes in combination to defeat or prevent spyware or adware from infecting a device. There is no single program or no single trick to use to prevent spyware or adware. Each process generally requires the user to initiate an action to keep any software used up to date. It may also require some decisions to be made by the user when some potential hazard is discovered. This means the user needs to be educated to understand the threats and how he must act to defend his computer. Many corporations and people believe by installing only an antivirus solution on their computers and keeping it up to date that they are adequately protected from viruses and such. They assume an antivirus application covers all of the vulnerabilities. Unfortunately, they are seriously mistaken, as some are beginning to understand. Scripting applications. Web pages are designed to use file types of script coding like Java, Virtual Basic, ASP, PHP, and others. These scripting applications have the potential to be used maliciously, just as they are proving to be useful for many daily functions of Internet activities. Because they are needed for the good that they perform, we cannot generically deny their use in the security settings of Internet browser applications. In most cases, the settings in browsers only allow for 3 options when dealing with these kind of scripts. Allow for all functions, be prompted every time function is called for, or deny all occurrences of the function or script. The most secure option, obviously, is deny all, and denies the user full access to many web pages. The least secure offers virtually no protection from malicious code. The option to prompt the user to make a decision to deny or allow the code to be run can cause extreme irritation, with the high frequency from which the user could be prompted on any given pages or collection of pages. Like computer viruses, malware and spyware are here to stay and will plague computers for quite some time. So as long as websites will be capable of using scripting of some sort like ActiveX, Java, ASP, or macros, as well as many others, the threat of spyware and malware will continue to exist. Accepting these facts and learning to develop the best defensive posture against spyware, adware, and other malware possible is necessary for PC users. Protection from malware. The best defense against malware may be to have a strong defensive attitude about spyware and adware. Computer users need to develop a full spectrum of applications and procedures to clean their computer of spyware and other malware. You should install spyware detection programs such as Spybot, Adware, Spysweeper, Pest Patrol, or others, as well as an antivirus software should be installed on your PC to work together as a multiple defense against malware. As stated previously, you should also install an application that will prevent spyware and adware from writing to the computer's registry file before your PC is infected. If software can be used to prevent spyware from infesting a computer in the first place, there will be fewer spyware to find and delete for a computer. This could include Spyware Blaster or Spybot, which will protect segments of the registry and prevent other software from modifying the registry without approval. Other anti-spyware programs. Spybot Search and Destroy. This is the leading free anti-spyware program at the moment and is a highly recommended tool for finding spyware. It is both fast and comprehensive, finding both spyware and other types of malware. By using the updating function, the program is always up to date with the latest patterns. Spybot Search and Destroy also includes an early warning function if a program is trying to modify registry entries or system files without your knowledge. The next is LavaSoft Adware SE Personal Edition. This program is also free of charge for personal use. It is pretty slow and uses more system resources than Spybot Search and Destroy, but it is quite thorough. One downside is that some more advanced functions such as browser hijacking prevention is only available in the non-free version. WebRoot Spysweeper. This program has the ability to work as a shield against unauthorized changes made to your startup files. The program lists different spyware components in a tree diagram and lets the user decide whether to keep, delete, or quarantine the located spyware. This program is available as a free trial but costs $30 for a 1-year subscription. Becoming spyware aware. It is very important to realize that you are not completely protected from spyware just by using the mentioned programs. The best practice is to use a combination of programs in order to receive a sufficient level of protection. Pop-up protection. Users should learn how to prevent pop-up windows. This can be done by using pop-up blocking software or internet browsers that reject or automatically close pop-up windows, such as Mozilla Firefox's, or Internet Explorer shell programs such as Crazy Browser. Many spyware and adware programs are initiated when pop-up windows are opened. Stopping the window from opening stops the application from being launched. Other measures of security. All computer users need to keep computer operating system service packs, security patches, and hotfixes up to date. Users should also keep all computer software up to date with the latest version, updates, and security fixes. Develop a schedule to do these updates on a regular basis and learn to automate the process as much as possible and verify that it was done. Firewalls are not enough. Firewalls are the first line of defense and can protect against many kinds of network attacks. However, some attacks are beyond the ability of a simple packet filtering firewall to defend against, such as sifting out which ActiveX controls are safe or which email attachments are valid. Commonly, rule sets on firewalls deny most incoming traffic, but allow many protocols through if the connection is initiated from inside the organization. Malware can get around such restrictions by having victim machines subscribe to a particular internet relay chat channel using an outgoing connection. For example, Trojans such as the W32 RBOT-R thus gain control over machines that are behind firewall systems. Some P2P or peer-to-peer trading networks are also designed to circumvent certain firewall restrictions by operating on alternate ports. Even in the absence of malware that may be packaged in with some software, P2P trading may introduce new legal liabilities into your organization. These programs also drain bandwidth from your network. Antivirus is not enough. Antivirus programs are no longer the only means sufficient to protect files on a computer. They can deal with some of these remaining issues, but usually only act after malicious software has already been downloaded. Additionally, there is a window of vulnerability after a new virus or worm emerges, but before vendors have a chance to update their definitions. Virus creation toolkits allow virus authors to create constantly evolving threats that make up-to-date definitions hard to maintain. Several spyware removal products are on the market that can fill the gap antivirus programs leave in dealing with ActiveX and browser controls. However, they do add another expense in desktop installation and maintenance. Secure all entry and exit points. Emerging threats are rapidly spreading using arbitrary combinations of networks, protocols, and media: the web, email, instant messaging, peer-to-peer, removable media, and mobile devices. These are also the routes by which personal data can be stolen. Since a majority of recent threats have backdoor mechanisms, which typically only make outbound connections, networks must be secured in all directions, not just inbound, both at the perimeter as well as the LAN level. Monitoring LAN traffic and disabling or throttling nodes that exhibit suspicious activity is effective in stopping the spread of such threats within a corporate or private network. The LLC Xblock Systems has put together a 10-step list to help keep your computer protected. First is work environment. Always assume you are being monitored. Most workplaces have the right to do this by default, so get used to the fact that someone is monitoring you. This could help you with your virus protection. Anti-spy programs. A popular way to find out if someone is spying on you. Anti-spy programs look for signatures or traces that are specific to certain spy software. Some simply do text string scanning to find them, others actually extract and attempt to remove the spyware. System resources or performance. Poorly written spy software will almost always put a drag on system resources. Watch out for poor system resources, running out of memory, lots of hard disk activity, or a screen that flickers. Machine access. Watch for people trying to gain access to your machine. Many software programs that are designed for spying require physical access to the target machine. Installation monitors. Currently on the market are software programs that will log every installation that occurs on your machine. It is best to leave these hidden on the system. It is possible to catch the installation of many spies this way. Antivirus. Many antivirus programs can catch prolific spy software because they are often classified as Trojan horses. Keep antivirus software up to date and make sure it is running in the background. Your personal firewall. In today's treacherous internet, it is very helpful to also run a personal firewall. Firewalls will alert you to both inbound and outbound activity. You can control what is allowed in and out of your system. Watch for suspicious programs you do not recognize trying to send data out of your system. Smart downloading. Simply use common sense when downloading and avoid sources you cannot trust. If you are someone who frequents wares or crack sites, you'll be more likely than to encounter a Trojan or a virus. Common sense. Be careful about what you install on your program or on your system. Do not run email attachments that you are unsure of, and read end-user license agreements before downloading any software. And lastly, spy software. Ironically, you can monitor for spy software by installing spy software on your system first. Since spy software can record all keystrokes, it can monitor and record the installation of another spy software. Hopefully, these presentations have given you enough information to help you secure your PC. If you still want more information, I have provided links to various articles within the Useful Links tab located on the sidebar. Remember, you can never be too cautious.